Hey everyone, I know that you have been eagerly anticipating more news about our film Kings of Lincoln County, the Brookstock Movie. Well, we've spent the last couple weeks since the Hometown Heroes competition ended figuring out exactly what we're going to do with our film. And we have decided to schedule it for production in 2021. I know you're all saying, wow, that's a long time away. It is, but in some senses it's not. See, it takes years to organize and develop and plan a feature film. And we don't want to rush this one. This is a very special movie, maybe the most important movie that could be made about Brookhaven history and Brookhaven culture. And I don't want to just rush it and do it next year and not do a good job. I want to do a great job. So what are we going to be doing in that time between now and 2021? Well, the first thing is we need to raise more funds. As you know, we became a finalist in the Hometown Heroes competition, which is great. But we didn't win the final prize. Now that's okay. It just means that we need to now go out and find investors, sponsors, and possibly more donations to get the right budget to make this movie. Again, I want to make the movie right. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to make it for less than we should. I want to make it for a responsible amount that can hopefully be a success, right? And also a quality film. The second thing is we need to get the script right. You know, at this point, the script is in the works, and I don't want to rush that either. I want it to be the right characters that we show, exactly what we need to show about 1960s Brookhaven and 1990s Brookhaven, and that we tell the story of Brookstock. And we need months, possibly even a year, to keep tweaking that and going through different drafts. Okay? Some of the other things that we're going to need to do is we need to find the right cast. We really need to find the right Mississippians, or at least people from the Southeast, that can play these characters in the late 1960s and then also play them in the late 1990s. And I hope to find actors that can actually play instruments and sing. I don't want it to seem fake. So I'm really going to search very hard to find these people. Not to mention the fact that we need to recreate the 1960s Brookhaven. A lot of these places like the jungle that you Brookstockers know all about, they don't exist anymore. So we need to figure out how are we going to make this accurate and create those nostalgic places. They're such an essential part of this story. So those are many reasons why we need time to prep this film, which is a fairly complex movie, takes place in 2 time periods, has a lot of music in it. And speaking of music, we need time to develop our soundtrack. No, we cannot feature the Beatles and the Kinks in this film because that's copyright music, and it honestly costs millions of dollars to use that music in movies. We're writing our own songs, and that's really exciting. Don Jacobs and some others are going to be contributing to the soundtrack, and I want that soundtrack to be killer. I want it to sound as good as the Kinks. So we need time to do that. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what happens to that money that we raised on Seed and Spark between now and then? Well, we're going to put it in a savings account and keep it safe, and it's going to stay there waiting to be used for the film. Okay, we're only going to touch it or use any bits of it if it has to do with production related matters. So your donations, if you donate to this project, are safe and they're going to be used for the movie, and we're going to make the movie. We're just not going to use those funds yet. So it's a great start and foundation to what we need to do. In the meantime, we're going to try to fulfill as many of those rewards. Some of you guys ordered lunch with Don and I. We're going to try to fulfill those when we can match our schedules, and some of those other things. And most important, we're going to make consistent progress on this movie. Every month from now till 2021, you're going to hear something from us, and I'm going to be busy making some other film projects that I've already had in the works for years. But in the meantime, every month we're going to be making consistent progress on the Kings of Lincoln County. So I really appreciate what you all have done to support us. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact Don Jacobs or myself, and we would love to chat with you about it. In the meantime, we really need you all to be patient and to help us pull this movie together as a community. I know that it can be, like I said, the most special movie to ever come out of Brookhaven, perhaps one of the most special movies to ever come out of Mississippi. So please just hang in there, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you for following what we're doing.